Aquarius, and welcome to your July 2018 love reading. So what I'm doing today is a horseshoe spread. We choose 7 cards, and I've chosen additional guidance card for you, and we look at your love reading for the whole of July. You've got a bit of a dynamic reading here, Aquarius, to tell the truth. I'm going back to your general reading, and you've got the 10 of Cups, and in your relationship house, one of the best relationship cards. You've also got the Knight, the King, and the Page of Cups, all in one reading. So I'm sort of laughing, and it's like, is this bond a new bond? Is it an existing bond? But I've got a feeling, for some Aquarius, the offers or someone's already in your life, okay? Or about to come in, because your past is the Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups tends to be someone coming forward, making an offer, revealing their feelings. It's quite a slow-moving Knight. It's not the Knight of Pentacles, though. It's because the horse is moving. But this is someone who, more than showing an interest, maybe asking you out, there's been an emotional situation already. So I think I am reading for Aquarius who've already got someone who's shown an interest, or you're interested in them, okay? And you got a very similar reading to Capricorn, by the way. So if you're cross-watching, very similar, actually. So this Knight of Cups is in your past. This could be anything up to right at the end of June. Some sort of connections happened here, some sort of communication. What you're going in to the present is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is my brain fog card. There might be a little bit of confusion here. For some Aquarius, there might be more than one choice, by the way. Things aren't crystal clear with the 7 of Cups, okay? But the good news is one card follows another, remember? You're moving, the outcome is the Sun card, so, which is clarity, which is light. So the sun illuminates everything. So I think for some Aquarius, there's been a love interest already or about to appear. There might still be a bit of confusion around this bond right through July, or there'll be more than one option. But it's not a bad emotional card, but it's definitely a sense of things not being crystal clear. The good news is you're moving to clarity because it's light. So everything's coming out into the open, Aquarius. And that's especially true for any Aquarius where there's been a lot of confusion, a lot of unspoken emotions. Because your attitude towards your relationship is the King of Cups. Now, I'm reading this King of Cups differently. Sometimes he doesn't reveal himself too much because he only dips his toe in the water. But I'm looking at the rest of the cards, and I am getting this. There's a potential bond here that has great emotional depth, because it doesn't really get any higher than the King of Cups. It's the final, it's the most mature emotional connection or feeling you can have. Very, very important card here. So even though there's a little bit of unclarity, it feels to me in July we have an eclipse in our sign, as most of you know, in the month of July. And actually, so there's going to be a lot of change, and there's going to be a lot of illumination. Things are coming into our life, and things are leaving our life. But essentially, a new chapter's beginning. And I think this is especially going to be in your relationships, because your additional guidance card is the Blessed. This is number 22. Number 22 is the Master number. This is a blessed divine connection, okay? Some might call it soulmate, some might call it twin flames, but it's a blessed union by the divine. That's what this card means in this deck. But it does represent a moving towards, and all your cards going from, especially the Seven of Cups to the Sun card, does speak of a process happening. But it's happening, okay? Now, the outside influences on this bond is the Ace of Pentacles. So, for some of you, this might be someone that you know at work, by the way. It's a Pentacles card. Pentacles speak of our earthly, everyday life. But they also represent making something tangible, something that you can hold. So, even though you're moving towards clarity, I think for some of you, this is meeting someone at work. It could be work and finances is playing some sort of connection in this bond, okay? I'm not quite sure. I might clarify why the Ace of Pentacles is an outside influence. Because it seems, oh no, all the cards have fallen. I don't quite understand that. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's that sort of, it might be, but waiting for something to, this seed to grow, okay? Which makes sense with the Seven of Cups. So almost something's already happened. It's going to end up in the Sun. But there's definitely with these two cards a waiting. Because the seed, the Ace is also a seed that has to grow. So don't be impatient, because the Blessed card does talk about a divine relationship unfolding, okay? I used to pull this card. It took about 6 months for the relationship to fully form. That's a classic example, okay? Your obstacle is the Page of Cups, which is very, very strange, because it's almost a bit of a, all the feelings are here, but it's almost a sense of getting this relationship off the ground is a little bit of a challenge here. The pages are all about the early stages, the dating, the getting to know someone. And there's a little bit of a confusing picture. And why it's so confusing is that you've got the Page, the Knight, and the Cup. So I can't help feeling I'm reading for Aquarius who already know who this person is, okay? And it's already, it's almost a blessed union, okay? And that's what the King of Cups and the Blessed card is saying. But the obstacle is almost this sense of it's still a page, so getting off the ground is still a little bit of a challenge. But I've looked around and the Eight of Wands is here. Things are going to move forward really, really rapidly this month, okay? A lot of communication and a lot of new growth. I'm quite intrigued. I'm going to pull another card for that page. Anyhow, your outcome is the Six of Swords and the Fool card. So the Six of Swords is a moving forward to a new chapter, and the Fool card is that new beginning. It's exciting new paths. It might be a very, very unusual connection, Aquarius, when the Fool card shows up, because it talks about breaking boundaries. Quite a free-spirited relationship by the looks of it. And you're no longer listening to fear. You're no longer listening to that voice that tells you all the things that can go wrong, okay? Again, why is the Page of Cups an obstacle? It's almost like two people aren't fully expressing what's going on within them. because if you look, the page has got this little fish coming out. So he's expressing himself. But for some reason, there's two people not fully expressing themselves. And I don't know if it's because the timing isn't right, because it's with the Ace of Cups. Someone's not fully expressing themselves, and I don't know if this is you or if it's your partner or what exactly is going on here. This is a blessed union, okay? And the Eight of Discs is here again, which is the energy to make something real, to commit to it, to put energy into it. It's very, very, I think some Aquarius are in quite a complex situation here, to tell you the truth. And it's only because, I mean, having the Page and Knight and the King in one reading is already very confusing, because as a relationship, and it's at so many different stages. I'm sorry. And it's making the reading quite confusing. This is a blessed union. It's really clear. The major arcanas make it really clear. Sorry, my voice. But it's going to be a process of unfolding this, Aquarius. I don't know why. Another person might be still having to leave. There might still be a karmic situation that they're involved in. And that's why this process is happening really slowly. Or there's a lot of fear. Some of you might have more than one choice, but something beautiful is unfolding. This is the best relationship card you can get in this deck, because it's a union that cannot be avoided. The Ace of Cups is a love that cannot be avoided. But because the Wheel of Fortune is the outside influences, and with that Ace of Discs, there's definitely an energy of timing being involved, which we have no control over. And you know what, Aquarius? Neither does the other person. It's serendipity, it's coincidence, it's destiny lining up to bring this new situation into a much more tangible, everyday new beginning. I'm sorry about my voice there, Aquarius. I don't want to re-record because you missed the original message. All I'll say, boy, there's a lot of feelings going on for you. I think it's probably to do with the eclipses that are happening. There's two, a big one in Aquarius. Something's ending, so something new can begin, okay? And I think for most Aquarius, what's ending is you're moving to absolute great emotional depth here with someone. Blessed union. Couldn't be more excited for you, Aquarius, okay? I'm an Aquarius, as most of you know. Can't wait for July to unfold now, and I'll be back very soon, Aquarius. You can get me my emails in the About section for a private reading, okay? Loads of love. Bye.